Today on our 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander, we're going to take a look at and also show you how to install the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver. This is going to offer the 2" by 2" opening. Its part number is C13163. Alright, now here's what our hitch is going to look like installed. We're going to have our round cross tube. It's going to come mainly all the way across the back of the vehicle here. Then it's going to go into our side plate, and then we've got a bracket that goes up and over the exhaust. That way we won't have to worry about anything hanging down below that. Here in the center is our receiver tube opening. This offers the 2" by 2" opening. It's a Class 3, so it's going to be very, very versatile. Now here, if we draw a straight line down from our bumper, you're going to see we're going to have a little bit that's going to hang out past there. Here we've got our safety chain connection points. Now these are a plate style. They're really nice and open, so you should be able to connect just about anything there that you would want to as far as chains go. And you'll see here our 5/8 diameter pinhole. This will be what we use to secure all of our items with. Whether you're using a pin and clip, maybe a locking hitch pin, or even anti-rattle device, I think you're going to have plenty of room to operate that. Just want to be sure that you stay with Class 3 rated accessories. Now when it comes to weight ratings for our hitch, it's going to offer a 600-pound tongue weight capacity. That's the maximum downward force we can put here at the receiver tube opening. And it's going to be rated for 4,000 pounds worth of gross trailer weight. That's the total weight of our trailer and anything that we might load up on it. It is also rated for weight distribution. However, your numbers are going to stay the same. 600 pounds with tongue weight rating, 4,000 pounds on the gross trailer weight rating. Now you do want to look into the owner's manual of the Outlander. We need to see what it's rated for. Then we'll just use whichever of those numbers are the lowest as our guide. Now a couple measurements that may be helpful when selecting your ball mount bike rack or hitch cargo carrier will be from the ground to the inside top edge of a receiver tube opening. We've got about 13¼ inches. The center of our hitch pin hole is going to be about even with the outermost edge of our bumper, and the end of our receiver tube opening is about 2 inches past the end of the bumper. Now to begin our installation, we're going to be taking this tow hook off here at the back side of the driver's frame rail. Need a 14mm socket. Going to have one bolt located right up kind of in the middle of it on the bottom. Up to the side, we've got 2 more here we'll be taking out. Alright, we'll just set that aside. Now for our next step, we're going to be lowering down the exhaust. That's going to give us access up to our attachment points here. There's 3 hangers on it. We've got one located right up here on the outside. We come right kind of caddy corner on the exhaust. We've got one right here. And then one more you'll see mounted right here to that cross member. Now before lowering that down, we're going to put a strap across. This is going to give us some support. That way once we do have these hangers off, the exhaust just doesn't fall down. Now it's a good idea to use a little bit of spray lubricant on it. It's going to help everything slide off a little bit easier. And then just like a large pry bar or maybe a large screwdriver, you see you just pop them off the end, just like that. Now we'll just let some of the slack out of our strap there, allow that exhaust to come down a little bit. That should give us plenty of room. Now just above our exhaust, this is one of the hangers that we removed. You're going to see 3 weld nuts in the frame here. One here closer to the rear, one in the middle, and one in the front. We want to clean out the one in the middle here. We're just going to use a nylon tube brush. Part number is 814092 and a little bit of spray lubricant. We want to make sure those threads are nice and clean. That way we can easily thread our hardware up into place. We're going to use that same location on each side. Get that cleaned out. Now we'll get an extra set of hands to help us out. We're going to raise our hitch up into position. You're gonna see the tab that sticks off here kind of flat. That is what we want to line up with those weld nuts we just cleaned out. Then we'll take our M10 bolt with the conical tooth washer. It's gonna go up through and we'll thread it right into those weld nuts. Probably go over your exhaust there first. Now once we've got our bolt started here on the driver's side, we want to give it about 4 or 5 good turns, and then we'll head over and take care of the passenger side. All right, now we just let our hitch rest there, and we'll get the rest of our hardware taken care of. All right, now we'll just take a flat blade screwdriver, and right inside the rear hatch, we want to pop our cover off. That's going to give us access to this bolt head. We want to use a 21mm socket here, or you can use your tire tool that comes with your car. And we want to lower this down, or we want to loosen this up by turning it to the left. That's going to lower our spare tire down slightly, giving us the room that we're going to need to get in and put the rest of our hardware in. We're going to go through our spacer plate, and they're going to go from the inside out through the same holes that the tow hook was hanging in. Now we're ready to take our flange nuts, and we want to thread those on to the end of both of those bolts. Now we can take care of our passenger side. For our 10mm bolts, we need a 17mm socket. For our 1/2 inch, we're going to use a 3/4 or a 19mm. Now we'll look at the instructions. There we're going to find the torque specifications. We want to grab our torque wrench and get all of our hardware torqued down appropriately. All right, now with those torqued down properly, it's time to raise that spare tire back up if you had to lower it. Also get our exhaust put back into place, and our hitch will be ready for use. Now when you hang your exhaust back up, it's a good idea to use some more spray lubricant here. Helps everything slide together easier. Remove our safety strap, we can start enjoying our vehicle again. With everything back in place, that's going to complete our installation of the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C13163, on our 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.